2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Looking now at some numbers for Malcolm Brogdon.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Caruso and Williams. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. And for the Wizards, Jordan Poole is out there with Brogdon. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Now here's Williams, and he just worked New York in that last game. Unloads from 13, and good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Yeah, as a shooter, Williams is fairly flexible.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Knicks.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Middleton can't get it to go. Floats one. Williams can't hit. On offense, here are the Wizards. Brogdon kicks to Poole. Middleton looking it over. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso finds Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And that one falls for Williams. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And both free throws good for Williams. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Outside to Brogdon. Holmes passes to Brogdon. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Brogdon finds Middleton. It's Brogdon on the wing. Defended by Caruso. Poole on the wing. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. The Wizards with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try emphasis on try, to make Shea a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at Oklahoma City. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Here's Coulibaly. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Middleton. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 8 points here for Jalen Williams.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Wizards trail by 5. Brogdon with it. 20 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Now, here's Brogdon. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Down low, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Middleton on the wing. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And he knocks down the first one. I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
Both free throws good from Poole.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Caruso kicks to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander floats it up for Holmgren. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Wizards trail by 6. Holmes setting the pick for Poole. Pass to Holmes. Goes up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Poole against Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again, and the layup is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Bayes checked in for the Wizards. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 6-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Second, Chet Holmgren.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Wizards trail by 6. Brogdon outside. Bay with a screen on Dort. Brogdon the pass to Middleton. No good with the triple.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Washington has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild them.
And that one falls for Middleton. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Pass to Holmgren. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wizards trail by 7. Here's Poole. 14 points from him the last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Brogdon against Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the block. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Now Williams. 8 points for him. Inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Brogdon. Pass to Bay. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
And Bay drains the triple.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Here's Williams. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Wizards trail by 6. Middleton outside. Poole with the screen for Middleton. Shoots over Dort. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 now.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Poole. Again, Oklahoma City.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 6. Williams with the block. Outside Williams. A crossover. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Bain.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep. Blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
That one is off. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Sarr comes in for Rashad Holmes. And Kispert subbed in for Chris Middleton. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Dort to screen on Bay. To the paint. Count that one for Dort. Dort's got 6 points.
Terrific body control from Dort, setting a firm pick and then rolling to the gap.
Washington's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Sarr with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Brogdon kicks to Bay. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That one off the back iron and out. Thunder shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Williams can't get it to go.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Poole the pass to Bay. Holmgren with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Williams with a clean look drills the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wiggins against Brogdon. Here's Poole. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Wallace with it. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Wizards.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Poole scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And the touch from Poole, picture perfect with the floater.
"20 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Holmgren. He's guarded closely. Now here's Poole. He's got 6. And the wing jumper offline. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And the Wizards with possession. 8-point game. They've got Marcus Smart. Saddiq Bey is out there with Song. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Kispert in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Good D by Holmgren.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Wallace with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Free throw good, Wallace. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Here's Smart. Pass to Bey. Brogdon outside. In the corner, it's Sarr. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
The Thunder leading by 7. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Holmgren against Bey. Williams for 3. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Kispert finds Smart. Elbow shot. Thunder with the rebound. Wallace outside. To the middle. Here's Williams. Oh, that's blocked. Brogdon against Holmgren. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Coulibaly, he's checked in for Bey. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And here's Smart. No scoring in this one. Out to the right wing. Sarr with it. Wallace is there. 5 to shoot. Here's Kispert. The Wizards with another miss. The Thunder leading by 7. Wallace with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Thunder have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Caruso, no good. The Wizards have gone 1 of 6 in the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Coulibaly drops them both. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Caruso. He had 16 points in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's Smart. Hits the three-point bomb.
And just playing aggressive basketball. Smart taking what's his out there.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Caruso looking for an opening. Outside, Dort. Can they get it? Drills it from outside. Dort's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You size up the D, sometimes you take a little bit of an extra count, and Dort did it that time.
Smart against Wallace. Pass to Kispert. Now Sarr. Back to Kispert. 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brogdon against Caruso. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Dort kicks to Zhang. Back to Dort. Here's Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards trail by 5. And it's Kispert in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
From past the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brogdon. Here he goes. Count that bucket. Brogdon's got his first points in this one.
Really good angle of attack there for Brogdon. Just saw a little angle and took it.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. They get it back. Here's Jang. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. For the Wizards, Chris Middleton's checked in for Sarr. And Poole subbed in for Smart. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Wallace. Wizards trail by 5. And it's Kispert in the corner. Now Dort. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Williams. Holmgren in the high post. Over Koulibaly. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Williams. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition. So that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Wiggins is checked in for the Thunder. Now here's Kispert. Covered by Wiggins. Kispert, the pass to Brogdon. Here's Poole. Rocket 6. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists now in this one. Caruso against Brogdon. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Wizards trail by 7. Poole kicks to Kispert. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Williams. The 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Middleton, a talented scorer and a very dogged defender. He's accomplished a lot as a champion and a multi-time All-Star.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. Middleton hits them both.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Wizards trail by 3. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And Washington has possession. Trailing by 5. Brogdon the pass to Middleton. Pass to Kispert. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as much as 10.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Poole. And the layup is good. Poole's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Those are 2 tough points from Poole. Great to see him mixing it up down low.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And so it's Washington with it. The Thunder making the shot. Brogdon right side. 6 to shoot. Williams with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points. Here's Middleton. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. Washington's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Poole kicks to Brogdon. They need this. Shot clock at 4, and it's good on the way in. Brogdon's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, there's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Wizards making a change here. Holmes checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Aaron Wiggins. And Caruso's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They're leading by 8. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Washington. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. Here's Poole. He's got 11. 1:43 left in the second quarter. In the corner, Holmes with it. On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Poole. Just 5 to shoot. The putback. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams kicks to Holmgren. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got his 6th rebound on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Thunder in 4th.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. 1:04 left now here in the second. Holmgren with a screen on Middleton. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Poole. Holmgren the pass to Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Stripped it away. Here's Poole. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Holmgren. Tight defense on him. The Thunder with another miss.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder out in front. They're up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Chris, how did the team's offensive approach improve in that first half?
We didn't have any type of tempo going. We were real stagnant, standing around a lot. Once we got moving, pushing the ball more, we got what we wanted.
Hey, Chris, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
I got to see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
These two guys we thought they'd bring in tonight, it has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Wizards trail by 4. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Now, here's Brogdon. Middleton outside. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Williams.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Thunder have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That free throw missing. He's off on the second. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Brogdon. Over in the corner, Poole. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Caruso. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Poole the pass to Holmes. Brogdon outside. Middleton on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it again. Moves back up. Pass to Coulibaly. Brogdon against Caruso. Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Over Williams. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Hartenstein.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They set the pick. Poole kicks to Middleton. Back to Poole. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Poole's got 16.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Coulibaly with it. Now Holmes. And here is Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 6 on the shot clock. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Poole.
And that's just Jordan Poole. You get 3, I get 3 back.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And he banks in the layup. He's got 18.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Washington has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Brogdon against Caruso. Brogdon the pass to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Washington. Holmes setting the big for Poole. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And it looks like the pool is filling up in a hurry here. He's catching fire, and it's tough to put that one out.
Caruso, bounce pass. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Richaun Holmes. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the growth that Shai has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Pass to Holmes. Down low, Middleton. A special move before the shot. 9 points for Chris Middleton.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
The Thunder leading by 7. Caruso with the ball. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. Brogdon with it. He has 7. Pass to Holmes. Now, here's Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Well, Thunder have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Now Williams. Pass to Caruso. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Wizards trail by 9. Now, here's Brogdon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards. Koulibaly's got 8 rebounds in this game. Banked in off the glass. Brogdon's got 9.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Holmgren. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Washington has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Poole, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Chris Middleton. How last month turned out for him, he's right around 17 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
And the first one at the line is good.
There's a lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
Wizards making a switch here. Bayes checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Williams drops them both. Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Poole. Holmes setting the pick for Poole. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, of all the things I can ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
The first one falls.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Williams with the ball. Ogden picks him up. Up top, Dort. Holmes against Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Williams. Rebounded by the Wizards. And here is Poole. 24 points for him.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
For Oklahoma City, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
What's up?
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Poole against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Poole. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 3rd. 4th, Alex Caruso.
When you've got those two guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from the challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 25. 3-pointer. Holmgren can't hit. Washington's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Bay kicks to Holmes. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington with the rebound. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Middleton. The shot, no good. Good tee by Williams. Dort with the ball. Ogden picks him up. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27 points. Wizards trail by 11. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league. Has to be some expectation that Williams will take that shot. He has the green light from three-point land.
Pass to Poole. Now Bay. Back to Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Dort misses. Wizards have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Brogdon outside. It's stolen by Dort. Williams for 3. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 8 here in the quarter.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Poole. 26 points for him. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Washington making some changes. Sarr comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and Smart subbed in for Jordan Poole. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in. Here's Middleton. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Wiggins against Brogdon. Pass to Sarr. To the inside. Here's Smart. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Smart's got 5 now.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Smart. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 6th rebound on the night. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot's good by Middleton.
If he's making shots like that, the teammates want to feed that confidence. Middleton with a sweet stroke.
Williams for 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Smart with the ball for Washington. It's an 18-point game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Bay. Wizards passing it around. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
Here's Williams. Good work defensively by Bay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Sarr. Smart is out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Kispert. And it's Koulibaly in a power forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Williams can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 18. Smart deciding where to go with it. Poole against Caruso. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Pass to Wallace. Caruso kicks to Williams.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Knock down the next one.
Good on the second free throw. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Smart against Wallace. Smart passes to Sarr. Outside, Smart. Knocked away. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Always ready to make the hustle play. Smart rushes back on that fast break.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Williams kicks to Williams. No good on the three. Washington's gone 7-15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. They get it back. Here's Sarr, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Outside Williams. Back to Caruso. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Wizards trail by 16. Smart with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Dort. And when you watch Kispert, you know, Brent, you can see the aggression he plays with when he's going at the rim.
Yeah, sometimes Corey will surprise you because you know he's a spot-up shooter and you know he's elite at doing that, but he will attack go in there and throw his body at guys to create some scoring opportunities.
And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. On the wing, Williams. He's defended by Koulibaly. Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams gets the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Smart after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Pass to Koulibaly. In the corner, it's Saw. A three-pointer is right on target.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Wizards. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Hartenstein's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Williams. Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Smart. And it's Kispert in the corner. Wallace against Smart. Back to Kispert. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside, Dort. Off target from outside. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 18. Caruso with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 9 assists now tonight.
Didn't want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
So it's the Wizards now. Outside, Smart. Pass to Holmes. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important? Team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Shot clock at 3. Caruso. It's rebounded by Poole. Poole's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Kispert with the drive. Nice defense from Dort.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
One shot.
That's good from Williams. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Cason Wallace. The Thunder leading by 21.
Hey, who's watching them?
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Smart. Hartenstein with a screen on Smart. Tries yet again. Dort left side. Holmgren wide open. And he's good on the three ball.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nice shot by Smart.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Williams. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Poole. The Thunder making the shot. Pass to Kispert. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Wizards. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Marcus Smart. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Poole. 5 on the clock. 14 feet away. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Poole. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Poole. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Washington with the ball. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Poole. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jordan Poole picks one up.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
So he gets them both.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Poole. Middleton with a screen for Poole. Brogdon outside. Back to Poole. Middleton for three. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Now Poole. Middleton outside. Poole a screen on Dort. Here's Middleton. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. Holmes kicks to Middleton. Fires for 3. Another miss by Middleton.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Williams' shot is off. Washington's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Brogdon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there. A guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
No good on that one.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Topic is checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But, yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Topic. Williams against Holmes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Topic. It's good from long range. Topic has got his first 3 points of the game.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Middleton outside. Shoots over Dort. And another miss by Washington. Williams with the ball. Wallace outside. From the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Koulibaly's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players, looking back at the statistics from any given season, deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. In the corner, Middleton with it. Buries it from three-point range.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And here's Wiggins following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Wiggins surveying the floor. Good D by Brogdon. 29 seconds left in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Middleton against Wiggins. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.